Okay, Mr. Cabrera. Hopefully, ask a question that we finished very good job in SAF football. So when you went there, and you have missed some players in here from Baksha, Rimon, like Mateen,
Saduddin,
Hemonto. Do you have had confidence that this team will make the good result in the SAF football? You have good confidence?
if I had confidence in the team, yeah, definitely. I think, it's been a whole process that started in March 22, but I think one of the main changes that make us believe that we could do something big started in the training camp that we had in Saudi Arabia, that in March 23. So there is when we actually started to see that the team was starting to click, was starting to understand each other, the coaches and players also understanding better each other, and that was exactly the moment we were starting believing that we could do something important in SAF as we did, some good success. We are a little bit sad that because we believe that we could have achieved something even bigger, but it was a good tournament for us.
Okay. Definitely, that tournament give more confidence, and a lot of expectation also rise for our nation. Everybody want good result in against Afghanistan, also in Maldives. So what is your confidence now?
Confidence is high. The players, many of them kept on training because they had different assignments for AFC clubs competition. So that is, for them, is a little bit tough because they didn't have much time to rest. But at the end, for the national team, that keep them always fit and in competitive mode. That gives us a lot of confidence also that the team is going to be at the highest level again now in this September FIFA window against Afghanistan, which is the perfect preparation to go and face strong Maldives. That for sure their priority is to qualify for that group stage World Cup, as it is for us. It will be a very tough and challenging playoff, but we do believe we can make it, and we have to make it because we know how important it is for the future of Bangladesh football.
Yes. And we are going to face Afghanistan 4th and 7th September in Bashundhara Kings, but we have no record last 43 years to win against Afghanistan. In 1979 we beat them in here, and after that, after last 6 matches they won 2 matches and the rest of the matches draw.
Okay.
Last match draw in the World Cup qualifying.
Yeah.
So now their FIFA ranking is 157. We are 189.
Yeah.
So now, can Bangladesh beat Afghanistan this time?
Definitely, that is the objective. Obviously, again, we don't want to lose the main focus, which is to get a good preparation for Maldives playoff. That is the main priority, but that's why we are bringing a strong opponent like Afghanistan. We want to show everyone at home, also in Dhaka, that we have the level to play against these teams face to face, and it's going to be really tough. Afghanistan is physically a very strong team. They bring many players with foreign passports, let's say, that play in different leagues in Europe. So that is the perfect challenge for us. It's a perfect challenge for us, and we really believe that we can get positive results in this tournament.
They have maybe 10 plus foreign-based players. You have two foreign-based players, but now they're in local, like Tariq Kazi and Jamal. They played last year in here. So I think we can do something, because we fought against Kuwait, we fought against Lebanon. They are also physically, they are very good.
Yeah.
So I think we have good confidence to.
Definitely. That's the thing, no? We against Kuwait and against Lebanon, we could have won both games. That is the reality. We did it with our players, with players that play here at home, that they prove that in Bangladesh football has talent to compete against all these teams.
In SAF football, definitely we missed the chance to own against Lebanon, correct?
Yeah, that was a very interesting game because well, Lebanon is really strong, especially individually. The profiles they have, the players are very high-profile players. The team was fantastic, probably with a more, let's say, conservative or more compact approach, because we knew that inside they were very good. But as we said before, with the 0-0, we had the chance to lead the game. We missed an important chance that could have probably completely changed the game and had the chance to win. But again, I think everything happens for something, and that game also gave us a lot of confidence and a lot of energy to face the most challenging game in that moment, that was Maldives, that we knew that we had to win. And so Lebanon was also positive. Even the defeat was good for us.
And also, definitely, you are a little bit frustrated that Bangladesh team could not reach in final, because we have good chance to beat Kuwait also.
Yeah. That's the point. No, we reached semi-finals with 6 points out of 9, scoring 6 goals in 2 games, coming back, fighting with Lebanon that we at least should have got 1 point. We went to the semi-finals, which was already a big achievement, and we were very happy and we are proud of what we did. But we, all of us, left with a feeling that we were very close to reach something bigger. I'm absolutely convinced that Kuwait didn't deserve more to win the final than us. I'm not saying that we did deserve more, but it was a very tight game where we had many chances. Well, at the end, these kind of very long games, this can happen. No, at some point, very, very small details make the difference, and it was for them. Nobody knows what could have happened if we went to the penalty shootout. What could have happened if we reach a final against India, no? So I think we were very close, not even to the final, but to winning the championship. But again, we need to be proud and happy of what the team achieved.
2 things. Against Lebanon and Kuwait, we received the goal very last moment.
Yep.
In Lebanon, it 79 to additional time. Against Kuwait in extra time. But 2 matches against Bhutan and Maldives, it is early goal. Do you think this thing with some consolidation of footballers?
Not at all. Not at all. I mean, this is something question that I get a lot, and so what I mean it's normal that you concede goals. I mean, the objective of the other team is to score goals, no? So you do your best to stop them. Sometimes everyone try to do the thing as good as possible in attack to score goals, and so to me it has nothing to do with the concentration. Things that can happen, especially against strong teams like Lebanon. Well, we could avoid maybe the goals, yes, but also we were able to not to concede any goal against such a strong team in 80 minutes. That's a very positive thing, and the same against Bhutan and Maldives, we were able to come back and score 3 goals in both. Even with Bhutan, scored 3 goals in 20 minutes. In the halftime, we were leading 3-1. So I really think that we have to look at the positive side of all these things.
Okay. Now, good challenge for footballers. Now we have Asian Games, AFC Under 23, and FIFA friendly. 3 teams now and different players, and some new players will get the chance. How do you evaluate this thing?
It's exciting, first of all, because it gives us the chance to look at more players, and there are opportunities for everyone, and it's big opportunities for many of them, because right now the senior national team is doing well, so then it's difficult to get a place in the national team. So these kind of under-23 tournaments, Asian Games, where many players that are from the senior national team level cannot attend, become very important opportunities for many players, and very exciting moments also for the technical staff to see what other players we can count with in future. Obviously, we have to be very conscious of the rivals we are going to have. So the under-23 team is going to play Thailand and Malaysia, which are very strong, and Philippines maybe. I think we can be competitive with everyone, definitely, and we should be competitive with everyone, but we should look more always at the development objective than at the results objective in this kind of competitions, and the same in the Asian Games. No, in the Asian Games, it's a fantastic competition and it's a great opportunity for everyone, but also we need to understand that many of the main players will not be there due to some important assignments, and it's normal, it's completely understandable. But again, we have to put our focus and our concentration in providing some exposure, international exposure to some players that can be very important in future, and this is very positive. But we have to always try to put our priority in the development of these players to become better players, to improve these players.
Okay. And definitely this is a very good thing for the players. They can show their side. Also, there's good thing for also you. You can get some players
Exactly.
from the three teams.
Yeah.
And last Asian Cup of qualifying, we played against Malaysia, against Turkmenistan, against Bahrain. We played very good. And,
Yeah.
and consecutively, we played last 5 matches. We won 3 matches.
3 matches, yeah. Official 3 matches.
4 matches, I think.
In the last, if you count the Cambodia practice game, also we won, and we draw against Malawi also, yeah.
Very good. I think.
Yeah.
You think maybe we think that Bangladesh football team is in good shape now.
Definitely in good shape, but definitely progressing and growing, and it's not easy. What you are saying, the percentage of wins is very high for a team that is placed in our rankings. Definitely, it is great. It shows the fantastic work that the players are doing, because they are starting to believe really, really hard in themselves, and that is making a very competitive game. We are a really, really competitive team to beat. It's difficult to beat us, but we also have to be realistic, and there will be moments again where we will lose games. Obviously, we will lose games, and those defeats will help us to keep on working to win again and to keep improving. That is the truth, and we are definitely on the right track. But we need to keep working hard, and there will be bad moments again, and those bad moments will make us have good moments again. That is the cycle.
Before taking the head coach charge of Bangladesh, this time you are inexperienced. You don't have previous experience to be any national team coach. Now, 1.5 year maybe, I mean, your teams play good. And what is your confidence now as a coach?
My confidence, I mean, the inexperienced thing is a very, well, there's many ways to look at that, no? No experience in a national team maybe, but at the end, many of us coaches have been training for, I don't know, 12, 15 years already. So definitely, there were many new things for me at the beginning, especially not only of being a national team, which is a huge responsibility, not to represent a country and to be the head coach of a national team. Also, the how to say, the pressure, let's say, from media, so many things that it's been a huge learning process for me, and yes, with the time. But I have always believed in my technical staff, in ourselves, in the way we were working, in the players, and I knew from my experience that if you work well, and if you are committed and you are disciplined and you have dedication for something, most of the times results come. No? So right now my confidence obviously is higher. We were in a difficult situation because last year we only won 1 game out of 8. But I have never lost the belief that we were doing the things in the right way. In March, even though we got critics for losing against Seychelles, it was obvious that the team was doing much better and playing much better, and we were convinced that in June we would make an impact, and that is what happened. So it's a process at the end. You have to believe in what you do. You have to give time to people to work and develop their duty.
Okay. Jamal here now playing Argentina. What is your comment about this?
I think it's good news for everyone. A great opportunity for him to experience and to live a different context in such a special football country. For sure, he will learn. Even he's already experienced player and a veteran player. He will learn a lot of things. He will improve as a player. He can bring those improvements to the national team here when we come here, or he comes back here to play in the BPL again. He's showing everyone that there is talent in Bangladesh to play abroad. He's bringing with him, or he's taking with him the Bangladeshi flag and the country with him to Argentina, and all that has to be positive for everyone. Yeah, he will miss probably more training with us, or he will join later, but I think he's going to have a good impact in him, and can have a good impact also in the sports of the country and football.
Sheikh Salim and Johnny, they play Alamgir Mullah and Rafiq now in this squad. Their performance may be inspired more you than you. But that's why you recruit Nipu and Deepak, two young guys for the national team.
Yeah, well, the Nipu case, for example, is also is the case of 6-7 more players that are in the Asian Games list. So we didn't want them to be like not training until we join the Asian Games. So these players have been in our potential list for several months or even more than a year. So we wanted them to train with us to prepare them for the Asian Games. Deepak is a little bit different because we have been following up him for longer, but we got some issues with his passport. So that took us more time to be able to call him for the national team. And same happened with Asian Games. We couldn't include him in the Asian Games list due to this issue. But nothing happens. He's a young boy, and now we are going to recover that time with him. He's a hard worker, very energetic, very adjust well. I think he can adjust well to the kind of team that we want to be.
And he has good habits to score big goal against big team. Against Abamani, against Pushundara.
Yeah. Sure.
Last two questions. And 2 days before, Bangladesh Army team, they played in India. They played in Duran Cup. Army team make draw with East Bengal. They make draw in against
Brown Glass Punjab.
Punjab. Do you think Bangladesh have a lot of quality footballers? That's why Chennai Army team is only for local-based players.
Yeah.
And they went there. They played both two teams. They have those have foreign players.
It was a fantastic performance. Army, honestly, it's 3 ISL teams they faced, no, and they got 2 points, which is huge in my opinion. What they achieved, and only with local players, and showing how competitive is the Bangladeshi player. To me, and I get it, the same feedback from my staff when they come from Spain. The first thing you get an impact when you see the Bangladeshi players playing or training is the energy, is the competitive mind, and that makes you a good team. Obviously, you have to have some other extra things. That's what we work, no, tactically or technically or whatever. But that capacity of competing is something that is quite common in all Bangladeshi players, and you can see it in the national team, but you can see it also in teams, well, in the main clubs, in the clubs in the BPL, and even in the Army team. They are able to compete against top teams of South Asia, because here there is talent. Definitely there is talent in Bangladesh.
And last league, Federation Cup and Independence Cup. What is the regulation about our domestic league?
I think the fixtures, or the competition fixture, has been made in a more in a better way, I think, than the previous season. It was more a complete season in terms of calendar, and I think that is good. It was a little bit tight many times because there was Federation Cup games always in between BPL games, so it was a little bit difficult probably for the teams to manage. But I think it's been a season with a lot of games, which is what I need and what the players need to get game time. Quite positive about that. Some issues we have faced with conditions of the grounds sometimes. That's something that definitely we need to put our best efforts to improve for next season. but positive. We have chosen, I'm not wrong, we selected players from eight different teams for SAF, if I'm not wrong. And that means that there are quality players in every team, and that's, for me, from the national team perspective, is very positive, and we hope it keeps going in the same way.
What is your last target? Where you want to put our national team? Where you want to see our national team in FIFA ranking?
I want to see our national team playing in Australia. That's what I want to see in November. That is the objective. We have a huge opportunity to play in a beautiful context against one of the best teams in the world, and that depends on us. We have a great preparation right now against Afghanistan, very tough preparation, but we have the chance to play at home in front of our people, so that will be for sure very motivating for our players. And then we have a huge challenge that we have to take and we have to overcome, which is the Maldives playoff. And then we will be in Australia, and from there we will think for the rest. But we are in the right track. We are on the right track, and I'm pretty sure that if we are able to give continuity and to give consistency to what we did in SAF, it's going to be very difficult for Maldives to beat us, and we will have real chances to qualify for the group stage, which will give another 6 very challenging games that will improve our team and will improve our players. That's why we need to qualify for this kind of games, no? Because that kind of quality games actually make the players better and make the teams better.
What do you see our ranking out?
Ranking, yeah, if we do, I mean, obviously, if we do good preparation games and we beat Maldives in the qualifiers, that's going to be a big impact in the rankings. We need to do that, because also especially the playoff games count a lot of points, more points even. So it can give us a lot of points, all these games that we are playing, especially right now, and we deserve and we have the level to be higher. I think we need to be soon in the 170s. If we can, should be our next level, no? So we are now in the 180s, 189. Hopefully not in too long time. We will be at least, hopefully we will raise 5-6 positions and come in a little bit closer to the 70s.
We face a striker problem. Do you think a lot of foreign player plays in striking problem? That's why our local player, they cannot prove their skills.
Yeah, but then we have to understand both sides. You have to understand also the clubs, and if everyone is right in this discussion, no? And so the local players obviously wants to prove themselves in the striker positions, which would be obviously great for us, but also at the same time the clubs usually, and that happens everywhere, invest most of the money in trying to bring the best strikers in the world, or as good as they can. So yeah, we need to find more local players playing in striker, yes, but also clubs want to bring their best foreigners in a striker position, in positions where the players decide games, no? So let's see. I think there is talent. There is also talent. There are good strikers that and forward players. We have very, very dangerous wingers, good attacking midfielders that can arrive and score goals, as happened in SAF. So let's see what happens this season.
Have you any suggestion? Do you think that BFF should arrange one tournament or two tournaments only for the local players? Like before, they arrange Independence Cup for local players, they arrange Super Cup only for local players. Before.
Well, that's something that I guess that's something that the federation. Well, why not to discuss something like that or try to find some strategies? That's something that the different committees would decide, but I'm happy with the talent that we are getting, and in the national team we are finding good players, and thankfully right now the goal scoring issue is not such a problem for now anymore, so that's fine.